Tell everyone that I'm on my way from distant lands, from far away. Tell everyone that I'll get there soon. So make some room, I'm coming through. God bless the Come Hang Out podcast, because honestly, this is what the city needs. The city needs a real voice. And speaking about the realest voice the city has to offer, we have a announcement, an important announcement from a Hoboken celebrity. All right. Now, this is a sensitive subject for some people, so proceed with caution. I'm going to give you both sides of the coin, and then we'll circle back to this in a couple episodes and we'll see what happens, because mayhem and madness is sure to ensue in the upcoming weeks, or maybe it isn't. But we got an announcement today from a local celebrity, and his name is Chuey. He had some assistance posting a video on the Hoboken Facebook group, and I just wanted us to watch, review, and take in not only what he's saying, but how he's saying it. So let me bring up the video right now for everybody. So here we go. This is Chewy. It was posted a couple days ago. Chewy, Facebook. It's a minute message. Let's watch. Let's observe. Let's see what this man has to say to the Hoboken community.
What's up? I'm here with Josh. He has something important to tell Hoboken.
You put me on the spot.
What? You said you wanted to say something.
You sneaky devil.
This is how I feel whenever someone tells me to make a
Let me find
joke.
out, maybe you're not trying to get me on your show. You have a show for
No,
me.
I don't have
and
a
this
show.
is your way to go about
I
it.
literally have 200.
Are we ad-lib?
I have 200 Instagram followers. I have no show. Say what you're gonna say.
Hi, guys.
Say what you're gonna say.
Hi, this is Chewy, aka Josh. No, just that I'm gonna be on my best behavior and not do that anymore in order to prove that I'm not unstable, because I'm not. And anyway, there's no need for me to resort to that and do anything like that or anybody else.
Amen.
But I should worry about speaking about myself, because I'm the one with the face and the voice on the phone right now, and I'm responsible for my actions.
Yeah, that's all he wanted to say.
And I'll remember you all,
He just
because
wants to-
eventually I will move away.
He just wants to let Hoboken know to set the record straight with everybody.
All right, so whirlwind of emotions here. Not sure if you caught that at the very end, but it almost sounded like he has plans to leave Hoboken, which kind of sounds like he has plans to leave Hoboken, which is interesting. I think the city will miss him. He is a big part of the city, and the video here, I'm gonna tread lightly. I'm gonna tread lightly, but like you can tell at the very beginning right here where he does the like he's like, "You're putting me on the camera." Ha ha ha! He turns back. That was like a little that was a little unnerving. I mean, the thing is like, I'm not gonna sit here and roast this man. Clearly, you have to understand that somebody like Josh, and by the way, his name is Josh, like me. Maybe he's me from an alternate reality. But I mean, you have to see somebody like Josh, aka Chewy, and he's not just a product of his own decisions, but he's a product of the city and the community, because we let this happen. Unfortunately, we are responsible for the individuals that we share, the community with. Where we share the space, where we share the people, where we share the streets, where we share everything. And listen, I might be personally biased because Chewy did get me banned from Reddit. I took a picture of him yelling at children, and I blurred the children's faces out. And apparently, like, that implemented a new rule on Reddit, being like, you're no longer allowed to post pictures of Chewy, and I got banned. So now I can just lurk. But honestly, that post is what that subreddit needed, because honestly, it got like 300 upvotes and like 250 comments. Like, it really started like a conversation of being like, let's help this man. Like, Like, the whole thing is sure he like you have so he apologizes, which is like great. Like, thank you for apologizing. Like, thank you for apologizing for being a menace in the thank you for apologizing for being a menace in society for the past 10 or so years. Like he comes out and he apologizes. He's like, sorry for being the worst. Like, that was my bad. And it's like, you know what? Like, for somebody to come out and apologize like that, that is very big of them, because if I was terrorizing a town for 10 plus years, I would not put on, you know, uh, if I was terrorizing a town for 10 years, I would not put on a beautiful face and make a public statement like that. But also, it's really good to see him taking accountability, because there are glimpses where you can see that he is struggling with some type of mental anguish, and you can see him like pop in and out, like when he does the laugh, but then he comes to. It does sound like he is trying to improve himself. And again, like, one of my friends would always tell me that the homeless, the unhoused, the drug addicts, all those people are just you after one bad day. Like, one bad day, and you can be in their shoes too. So for me, it would take about a week to probably end up in Josh's, aka Chewy's, position. But I want to give Josh the benefit of the doubt here, because he is putting his best foot forward, and he has lived in Hoboken for so long. And if this is you know a turn of a new leaf, if I'm no longer going to have to walk to the other side of the street when I see Chewy coming, because I don't want him to make me feel bad, because he always tells me that I'm not as beautiful as him. And, whether or not that may be true or not, it definitely ruins my groove. It definitely harshes my vibe, because, like, sometimes, you pop out of the shower and you're feeling really good about yourself, and you're just like roaming down the street, a little pep in your step, a little skip in your hop. You're vibing, you're walking down the street and you're feeling good. And then you see Chewy and he tells you that not only is he more beautiful than you, but you'll never be as beautiful as him. And I always kind of got really upset when he told me that, because I try to look as beautiful as Chewy, all right? I do my best. And for him to just like frame one, make eye contact with me and tell me that there's not a hope in hell that I can reach the magnitude that he's at, like, it really is a bummer in my book. But what I to bring it all back home, folks, is if Chewy is serious about this, then let's give him another chance. Life is too short, everybody. He seems to have gotten it together, although he's gotten it together before and he's lost his way. But many of us have, bro. Many of us have gone down a trail that we haven't gone down before just to be lost. And then when we find ourselves, we're back on the Oregon, aka the original trail that we tried to strive from. So, Chewy, Josh, my brother, my homie, my homeless homie, I pray for you, all right? I want everybody in the community to find grace in this situation. And I don't want you to be yelling at children or anybody, and no more dancing in the street. There are bars for that. If you want to dance, go to the Shannon, go to Wild Moose. Don't go to Willie McBride's, because I tried to dance there once and they were like, we do not have a cabaret license. You need to cut it out. And I was like, God damn, God forbid a white boy catches a vibe, like, God damn, I get a little spicy on the dance floor. Do not dance at Willie McBride's. You will be asked to leave. So, Chewy, do not go there if you want to shake it. And no more touching people's cars. Nobody should be touching anybody's cars, all right, Chewy? Hands off the cars. People pay a lot of money for their cars. You do not understand the financial ruin that four wheels brings you. They're raising the parking prices in Hoboken. They're raising them, but they're not raising them enough to make people not sign up, but they're not raising them too little for it, like, not to be, like, extremely annoying, but they're also not raising it enough for me to be like, I'm not gonna renew my parking pass. It's just the fact that it went up 50% is a little jarring and unfair for everybody who lives here, especially since it's not like you guys are making any more parking spots. In fact, you're taking them away. So Elon with the rocket ship, he catches the rocket ship like a baby. So Elon can have more parking spots, which is completely unfair for all of us who can't afford EVs. So enough of that EV, like, parking space taking up nonsense. Nobody uses them, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal to have advertisements in public areas like parks because those e-chargers do have ads on them, and that makes me very upset because I already see enough ads on the internet. Anyway, God bless you, Chewy. I'm praying for you. I want everybody, when they see Josh on the street, I want everybody to say, "Hello, Josh. How are you doing? You look fantastic today." Because honestly, he looked great in that video. And even though I was a little scared when he did that laugh, I kind of feel him because, like, he was put on the spot. And I don't know if anybody's been, like, put on the spot where, like, people think you're a stand-up comic because you make everybody laugh. And then they're like, tell us a joke, tell us a joke. And then, like, everybody, like, stares at you. They're all looking. They're all like, ooh, let the little boy tell us a joke. And you're just, like, standing there and you're like, cheese is milk originally. And you're, like, not even, like, telling jokes. You're just, like, spitting knowledge. But so, like, I get why Chewy kind of did that laugh because, like, you know, I'm not entirely sure if he knew the camera was coming out. I'm sure that guy, because he was very nice to Chewy, we should all be very nice to Chewy, was, like, very respectful. And I mean, again, like, I don't know how you find yourself in that situation sitting on a bench next to Chewy. I'm sure that guy saw Chewy sitting on a bench. Maybe he was just trying to do a public service like I'm trying to do a public service with this podcast. And, not only, hold Chewy responsible, because I do feel like he does need to be held responsible for his actions, for him being an absolute menace to the community members of Hoboken. I mean, I know, like, maybe, when you apologize for your actions, you usually donate something. And, it's pretty obvious that Chewy can't donate anything financially, but he could donate maybe his time. Maybe he could do some, community service to, like, show everybody, like, hey, like, I'm sorry that I did this, but, like, I'm gonna volunteer at Hoboken Grace. I'm gonna volunteer to paint the sidewalk a rainbow. I'm gonna volunteer to do some mulching, and I'm gonna repent for the sins, for the anguish, for the trauma. I mean, think about it. Like, if you're a family here and you have a kid and Chewy yells at your kid could be traumatized for months, years, or their whole lives. And then every single time they meet somebody named Josh, they're going to be scared, and they're going to be scared of me. And I don't know why you would be scared of me. You're bigger than me. Everybody's bigger than me. So there's no reason to be scared, and there's no reason to be mean to Chewy. But Chewy should do something for the community. He should come hang out on the Come Hang Out podcast. I would love to have Chewy on as a guest. I mean, that man is a local legend, and I feel like he would be a great get for this podcast. I feel like it would get, like, millions of views, and everybody would, it would raise awareness on the unhoused homeless community in Hoboken, and also just, mental illness, which, a lot of people unfortunately suffer from. And it seems like more and more people are, and I'm not entirely sure what the cause is, but if you just take 4 deep breaths, in and out, baby, in and out, you should be fine. You should. Ooh, I'm feeling better already doing it.
1 week later.